Welcome back everyone to another episode of Let's Play Sly Cooper and Thievius Raccoonus, and this is going to be the last episode.
This is it! A trip to Clockwork's lair!
That's right, we're heading to Russia actually. The Krakarov whatever mountain.
Volcano in Russia.
There we go, that one.
While looking over what little information I had on the final member of the Fiendish Five, I began to notice something. In the 4 parts of the Thievius Raccoonus recovered so far, several of the pictures depict a shadowy owl-like figure, which looks very similar to the police images of the mysterious clockwork. Is this a strange coincidence, or is there something I'm missing?
Nope, he is not missing anything. This is Sly Cooper in the cold heart of hate. Whoa! So yeah. That's right. So, we're going to be going through a gauntlet of stuff. Not really a gauntlet because there are sort of checkpoints, but basically, first section, we have a turret section where you control the turret. I'd recommend, unless you're comfortable with it, turning off inverted controls here because it's just annoying, at least to me. So, you start out, you have to get through this whole turret section without dying in order to do it. So that's why I have 2 charms with me. They will be very useful. I think, yeah, there's going to be some audio, or little stuff that Bentley and Murray will say that are cut out. They're just saying, oh my god, look, there's owls, no! These owls will circle a little bit, and then once they get covered in redness, they will dive bomb you and try to attack. Yeah, you can see I really planned ahead, so I made sure to take out as many rocks as I could beforehand, because you could shoot them as far back as you could see them. So keep in mind, the Robo-Falcons. They look like owls. Basically, try to kill them as they come, because you'll see eventually they'll dive bomb you. Or maybe it's possible that I actually killed them so quick that they didn't get me, but they can be really obnoxious because they like to circle around so much. So here, at this point, focus on killing or destroying the green, gooey-looking rock things. They will take out the majority of the traps for you, yeah. See, like, because I focused on the rocks, I managed to get through it fine. But if you don't, if you focus on the traps, it's possible, or the mines, it's possible they could get to you. It's not that bad, but I think at this point we'll see at least one try to dive bomb me. Somewhere. Yeah, I went for a sort of circly motion, and that seemed to work quite well. Wow, okay, I guess I managed to do it so well that none of them actually got a chance to dive bomb me. That was a really well done section, so it could be pretty tough though, so that was some weird noises, but apparently the turret just got destroyed.
We've got to get through that security door on the far side of the cavern. The only way to unlock it is to analyze at least 60 of those hanging computers.
Would have been easy to get at them if Murray hadn't thrashed our new turret.
Yeah, won't be a problem. I can hack the computer's connection couplings so they'll fall to the ground. Then, Murray will have to run over them with the van.
Okay, and Murray, remember to use our new battering ram by hitting the square button if anyone tries to keep you from those computers.
Yeah.
Murray, there are only 119 computers up there, and these fire slugs seem intent on getting to them before us. The first one to 60 computers wins.
That's right. So it's impossible for both of you to get to 60, so we have to defeat the fire slugs. They can be tough to actually track down and find, but if you focus on getting any computers you can, while at the same time destroying any fire slugs you see, and if you can't seem to find any computers, which will be difficult, or it would be pretty tough to find yourself in that situation, just follow the slugs and they'll point you in the direction. Make sure you don't let too many slugs be on the screen, or not on the screen, but on the field at once, because if you do, then they will just start swarming and you'll lose to numbers. But you just use my method around. Don't stop, don't like wait for them to fall. There's always going to be some on the field, regardless of where you are. So just keep on going around and just messing up those slugs. They don't really look like slugs though. I missed quite a few computers, but I still managed to do pretty good. I think at the end, the fire slugs only get away with like 35. So I think I do pretty good. But yeah, this shouldn't be too difficult of a time. It's really just a lot of driving. There's no way to lose other than, of course, the slugs getting enough computers. But then again, this whole section makes literally no sense. It's like, you do know that driving over computers doesn't really, that's not how that works. But I guess they're confused about that.
Nice driving, Murray. Now we have enough data to open the security doors.
Yeah, okay, sure. That makes sense.
Clockwork's Death Ray Tower. I think it's time for some Cooper thieving and sabotage. Don't you think, Sly?
Yep, so we've gone through 2 sections, turret and now driving, and now we're moving on to one of the few Sly Cooper actually moving around sections.
Careful, Sly. Those tiles are booby-trapped. You better get out of there.
Hold on. That's Carmelita. She looks trapped.
Serves that cop right. She's been dogging us from the start.
It's just a misunderstanding. We've got to free her.
Are you crazy, Sly? Clockwork probably stuck her there to trap you.
But if I don't do anything, Carmelita's doomed. Besides, stealing just won't be any fun without her.
Sly, your ridiculous raccoon logic sends shivers up my shell. But if you're determined to go through with this, that barrel will undoubtedly help, though I have no idea how you'll get up there.
Dude, a spire jump here, a rail slide there.
Yeah,
I've done this
dude.
a million times.
We got this. So, you cannot rush through, even with invisibility, because there are... there's those... Remember the globe traps? Well, we got more of those, sort of. So, how do you get through there is you got to get to the barrel, and to get to the barrel, you got to follow this path. It's pretty straightforward, because I'm basically showing you how to do it. Just try not to fall, because if you fall, you'll be in danger. But you know, right here, don't worry. The lamp part of it falls, but you don't need to worry about it actually hurting you at all. You'll be okay. You can break all this stuff for some coins, which can be nice. You shouldn't have too much of a difficult with this section. Right here, I just didn't even care. Like, it doesn't matter, honestly. I didn't show that, but that is another dart machine that would have stopped us from going that way. And here it's gonna take a while to actually get through this with the barrel, because you got to be very careful, because there's so many different lights. Just take your time. Honestly, like, it took quite a while, almost a minute or so on this section alone. Just look for the pattern. Watch when you have free time. That's clearly not it, but I managed to save it. You keep track of... as long as you're in the barrel, you don't need to worry about the darts, so just keep track of the lights. And then I think right about here I get stuck right here for a while, because, like, well, shit. Oh boy, yeah, this section can be a little nerve-wracking, but as long as you are careful about it, I could have moved forward right there. But as long as you're careful about it, you should be okay. See, I was very chill about it. I was like, alright, I got this. So of course I destroy them because I can. 1 coin, really? That's ridiculous. Got out of the cutscene, yay.
Sly Cooper.
There's gonna be a lot of those.
I should have known you were behind this.
You got me wrong, Miss Fox. I'm here to rescue you.
You sentimental fool. Empathy has always been the downfall of the Cooper clan.
I knew this was a trap. Looks like I'm going to have to do some fast and furious hacking to shut down that gas before Sly's brain is turned to cheese.
Alright, so we go from a Sly Cooper section to what? A Bentley section, first of its type.
The left analog stick to steer and the right analog stick to unleash my
Okay, it's basically like the shooter sections from earlier, but it's Bentley. This took me a few tries, not gonna lie. So the basic general gist, I guess, of this is there are these packets you want to get. You go to different levels. You have to get through all the levels without losing all 5 health. There are these enemies that will shoot red stuff at you. You can shoot back at the red stuff to destroy them. There are physics, so if you push against, well, if you hit any green stuff or red stuff, you die, or not die, but take a hit. Here, just be very careful. I recommend breaking apart the packets and then getting rid of as much of the green as you feel comfortable before swooping in and getting the yellow packets. Also, if you focus on getting the green stuff, or destroying all the green stuff to a clear path before you start getting the yellow packets, then you should be okay. Because otherwise you'll run into situations like that where you just get swarmed with like little green blocks, and that's not fun. I like it if you look very carefully, you can see him like tapping furiously on his keyboard to for the hacking, I guess. This is actually a pretty funny section, but it can be pretty annoying when you're trying through it yourself. Because I spent quite a while here. I think level 4 is the last one. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, with him right here, it's tough to get out of the situation, but, you know, take it slow, and you'll be fine with this. Oh yeah, I just realized that thing looks like an owl. I never realized because I was so, like, intent on not dying, but, yeah, it's pretty cool. Or maybe it's more like a falcon, I don't really care. It's a bird of some type. But yeah, ooh, it became a minefield of bad stuff here. And you can get, you have a little bit of invincibility frames here, but you gotta be very careful because you could easily get comboed into taking a bunch of hits in a row. And that's not fun at all. This section should be okay though, because I'm pretty sure you don't actually lose lives while in here, so it's a certain amount of leniency, because I think they knew that this area might be a little bit tough for you. So I'm pretty sure that you don't lose lives here, if I remember right. But there we go, look, I managed to get them all into one corner, which I guess, okay, a circle can't really have a corner, but it works. You know what I mean. Yeah. So Bentley saved us, which is awesome. I'm glad he came through for us.
Sly, I was wrong about you. Break me out of this force field by smashing its base, and I'll make it up to you somehow.
Yeah, she's not lying. She'll actually help you, which is pretty cool. Also, I swear to God, she's like twice as tall as you in game, but during the cutscene, she's supposed to be like your height.
I don't get it, Cooper.
Maybe it's because he's always like bending down or something. I don't know.
But when you get a chance to leave me in a cage, you set me free. Why?
Carmelita, we may be on opposite sides of the law, but you're not my enemy. Now, the homicidal robotic owl that built this death ray and nearly gassed us to death, that guy's on my list.
I see your point. All right. Until Clockwork and his evil schemes are destroyed, I suggest we work together.
Together at last.
Yeah, that stupid RoboFalcon just sort of stole his stick. Nice.
Huh, wait, I need that cane. It's been in my family for generations.
Don't worry,
Our stick, cane, same
I'll cover
thing.
You while you get it back. If you can, make your way to the top of the death ray. I stashed my jetpack there before Clockwork nabbed me.
Now that we're a team at all, I hate to leave your side.
Hold on. This truce is only temporary. Once we beat Clockwork, I'm coming after you.
Really?
Well, maybe I'll give you a 10-second head start.
Alright, so, I got through the section in one try after dying once, did that slug right there. This section is essentially a Murray section that we've sort of fought, or we've gone against before. Holy crap, this section can be really tough, but as long as you're very, very quick on your shots, you should be fine. Just keep your eye on Sly, but also keep in mind that there are many times where you'll kill something and then another slug will come back out of the same place that the previous one did. There's quite a few sections like that. So he just makes his way through and just keep watching. Like there's RoboFalcons and stuff, but even I didn't remember all the areas that they come out of. But I still managed to do fine. Like that was worrying me because like I could not hit it. Yeah, I believe this section right here super difficult because like a bunch of them come out of right here. Oh no! Basically, you have to destroy these things, and as you progress forward, every time you destroy one, I believe, one pops out from right there. See, I realized. Wait a second. I got the pattern down. So. Be careful, and then you get two of them instead of just one, I believe. No, I guess it just now comes out of there. Regardless, that's all the level is, but it can be difficult if you aren't ready for it. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure you got it. You faced similar stuff before. And there we go. And now we are moving on to the last platforming section, which is Sly Cooper, which is cool.
The magnetronic support field for the death ray got destroyed as you were making a run for your cane. You'd better hurry. This whole thing is about to fall apart.
I'm on it.
Yeah, so, you know, in layman's terms, this shit is about to explode. So this is actually a really cool idea for a level, I think. It could be a little bit difficult, so you gotta be very careful about this section.
It's sinking fast. Climb, Sly, climb.
Yep. So this section, don't use fast because I'm pretty sure fast makes it like sink even faster. And we're not really climbing it per se. I guess we're sort of just living because, as you see, like we never get very high off of the lava. So it's cool that at the same time as we're climbing, it's just disintegrating into the lava. You can get through this pretty quick. There's plenty of times where you can save moments here or there, but for the most part, you're always going to be about a raccoon's tail away from death by lava. There's only a few different things you got to worry about. These like electricity barriers. That's one of them. Here, this can be difficult because you have to spire jump, but they sometimes will be weird for the hitboxes. So only ever spire jump when you whatever you're going for is right. It's clear of the electricity. Because I've had times where it was totally clear, but it would, instead of going at the top one, it'd go at the bottom, and then I'd fall through electricity and die. It could be dangerous, so you should be okay. Here, I actually end up falling into the lava, but I'm okay because I have a lucky charm. Yeah, I almost got it. I was almost there. See, I was so close, but nope. Though, if you get hit at any point, it will raise the spire or the whole tower back up a little bit to give you some more time, which actually saved me there. And boom, there you go. We're actually done. We're at the very end, which is really cool. And we got the jetpack, and now we are here at Strange Reunion, the very final level. Time for the final boss. And we're on a jetpack, which is pretty cool.
Sly, behind you!
Sly Cooper, you have escaped my gas chamber and destroyed my death ray. Remarkable. You Coopers always find a way to beat me.
Always? So that was you in the background of all those old pictures in the Thievius Raccoonus. How old are you?
Perfection has no age.
What? You're immortal?
Revenge is the prime ingredient in the fountain of youth. I've kept myself alive for hundreds of years with a steady diet of jealousy and hate, awaiting the day when I would finally eclipse your family's thieving reputation.
Sly! My missiles don't hurt him but seem to create holes in his armor. Shoot into the gaps I create!
Alright, so this is a sort of on rails section where you just have to shoot at him.
My skills are superior.
Yeah, he'll trash talk you this whole time. Try to keep it to one phase per, so like every time a different spot is opened, try to shoot at it. The wings do block the hits, which can be difficult, but I think I managed to do it all one attempt each. This part itself is pretty easy. Just don't stay in one position when it's shooting at you, and you should be okay. That wing can actually be pretty difficult to get all at once, so if you start shooting before it even gets hit, then you should be fine. Regardless, he will go down, but of course that's not it. No way. And you do see, I do have a golden lucky charm because this took a few attempts. It is very difficult.
I don't get it. You're so familiar with my family. You must have known my father had a son. If you hated the Coopers so much, why did you let me live when you stole the Thievius Raccoonus?
Because I wanted to show the world that without your precious book, the Cooper line was nothing.
Ah, well, there's where you're wrong. The Thievius Raccoonus doesn't create great thieves. It takes great thieves to create the Thievius Raccoonus.
Enough, Sly Cooper. It ends here. I will finish you like I finished your father. Then the Cooper line will be erased, and the only master thief will be Clockwork.
Alright, so this section is very tough.
You cannot escape me, Cooper Raccoon.
He will shoot from 3 different positions, circles. Don't get confused by the spinning, don't get confused by anything. Just focus on shooting and moving either left, center, or right. Those are the only places. So it looks like sometimes it raises up, sometimes it lowers down. In reality, it's always going to be about the middle of the screen on one of those positions. And from there, all you gotta do is just shoot at his wings. And this section, if you keep those things in mind, you should be able to get through it without getting hit. I think I might get hit once here, because it seems like I was like in the clear, but I just guess I wasn't. It gets pretty fast right about here. Oh, I guess I managed to do it just fine. Awesome. So, yet again he'll go down, but he is not down yet. And keep in mind, at any point if you die here, you have to do this all of the sections again.
circuitry kicks in.
Yeah, I'm sorry to ruin the tension here, but he actually won't redo. Like, I don't think he'll actually heal himself. It takes quite a while, so you should have plenty of time to get through this section.
Flowers.
Just keep in mind that he will shoot electricity, so don't stay in one spot for too long. As long as you keep moving, you should be fine. Except, like, right about here, I think he stops. I do have the upgrade, so I do end up using it, but I was trying to get through this section without needing it. I use the invisibility while walking, which really helps here, but you might have some issues. Just focus on using slow if you have to, fast if you feel like you need it, or the invisibility, which will really help here. And once you're done with that section, you're free to go down here and move underneath all of these lasers. And I actually got hit there, which was an accident. But somehow, both my charms went off, because instead of going back up there, I got hit by the lava again. And now I'm here. And this is the final part of the fight. Just beat up his head. That's it. But somehow I got stuck right there, which makes no sense. But that's honestly it. He won't actually fight you back. Here, you just destroy his head, and you have defeated Clockwork. And you beat the game. Good job.
It took some tricky maneuvering, but I managed to snatch that last piece of the Thievius Raccoonus from Clockwork's claw. I had taken down each member of the Fiendish Five: Raleigh, Mugshot, Ms. Ruby, the Panda King, and finally Clockwork. I'd beaten them all one by one and reclaimed my birthright. Of course, there was no way I could have gotten here without the help of my pals. I know this hasn't been easy for them, yet they stuck with me through it all. Murray, boy, it took a lot of guts for him to get out in the field with me. I know he was scared, but he's got more heart than anyone I've ever known. And thank goodness for Bentley. Without his expertise, I'd have never found my way off that rooftop in Paris. A guy couldn't ask for a better gang of friends. Who could ever forget the lovely Carmelita? Looks like we're not going to be friends anymore. Now that Clockwork's death ray is out of commission, we're back to playing cops and robbers. I thought for sure she was going to slap the handcuffs on me right then and there. But instead, she was true to her word and gave me that 10-second head start. 10, 9, 8, 7,
He said
6,
eat. Really
5,
weird. 8,
4,
eat, what?
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. Aw, it's so sweet. They're finally together and ah shit. It was all an elaborate ruse.
I felt bad leaving her stranded on that giant rock, but I knew it wouldn't be long before we'd see each other again.
What if she just died in the lava? Just like boom, he killed her. It was an accident, but he killed her.
I hate to tell you this, Sly, but the Thievius Raccoonus isn't fully restored. You're gonna have to go back and unlock all the vaults to find the pages you're missing. There is some good news, though. A friend of mine in Japan just sent me this really cool movie. And guess what? It's all about us.
Okay. So if we come back here to the very last, whatever last vault we were at.
The code had better be 231.
That's a pretty easy code. Come back to whatever vault was like written with owl dialect, and you'll be able to get the very final upgrade in the game. This one is actually pretty neat.
Amazing! Colonel Cooper's time stopper technique. Press the triangle button and execute a flashbang that will stun all guards in the world for a few seconds. I can see how this might be useful and entertaining too.
Yep. So that's the final upgrade, and there we go. And we don't actually have to exit out of the area, because I believe the level will just end right there.
At long last, the Thievius Raccoonus restored to its original state. The first time I held the whole thing under my arm since I was 8 years old. The same weight that all my ancestors had felt beneath their arms as they had passed it on. Although, while other family members may have been great thieves, they all inherited the book. I got a chance to earn it. I had taken down the Fiendish Five, having used the moves my ancestors taught me, and become a master thief along the way. The time had come for me to chronicle my own adventures into the great book. This is gonna be fun.
Yay! So there we go. That's everything. Sort of. There's a little bit more
You've
now.
done it, Sly! The Thievius Raccoonus is complete! Now, try beating all the Master Thief sprints to unlock the designer's commentary.
Fuck that, no.
Once
I
you've
can't do
unlocked
that.
them all,
It's really
I've
difficult.
got a special behind-the-scenes movie to show you.
I can't do it. Though, the Tokyo file is what we were given just before, so check it out. It's pretty cool.
いやー危なかった。ま、カルマリータちゃんには悪いけど、今回も俺様たちの勝ちだ。このデータファイルがあれば、父ちゃんの敵が撃てる。あれはまだ俺が子供の頃だ。よく父ちゃんの膝の上で遊んでたっけ。俺様の一族は代々伝わる義族の家系。そして受け継がれた技をまとめたのがこのラクーナの秘伝書だ。その洗練を極めた忍びの技だが、そこには必ず守らなければいけない厳しい掟があった。義族たる者、名誉にかけて狙うは悪党のみ、善人からは奪わない。ところが俺様が秘伝書を受け継ぐことになった夜、突然5人のギャングがやってきた。奴らは俺を守ろうとした父ちゃんを、そしてとうとう見つけ出してしまったんだ。大切なラクーナの秘伝書を。奴らは俺様の全てを奪いやがった。きっと中に書かれた技を使って悪いことをしでかすに違いねえ。そして俺様は一人ぼっち町の孤児院に入った。だがここで素晴らしい仲間に出会ったんだ。天才発明家、頼れる相棒ベントレー、そしてマーレ。食いしん坊でちょっとドジだがまあ憎めない弟分さ。仲間と一緒に俺様は父ちゃんの敵を討ち、そして秘伝書を取り返す。クーパーの名前に恥じない義族になれるか、それとも失敗してご先祖の顔に泥を塗るのか。さあ俺様たちの運命はどっちだ。
Alright, so that's it. The Tokyo file is literally just an anime-esque looking version of the original cutscene that we saw in the beginning of the game. It's basically word for word the same thing, so it doesn't matter if you can't understand him. It's basically a Japanese translation of the same thing, which I think is pretty cool. So, that's the game. That's Let's Play. I hope you enjoyed. And, yeah, that's about it. I had a lot of fun with this game. And, sorry that I can't show off the developer's commentary and all that, but it's tough. Like, the time trials are just ridiculous. There were some issues I had with the game, some little things, but all in all, pretty good. The second game, though, I played it, it was a little boring, but I might go back to it eventually and replay it. Also, I love these guys right there. Oh, wow. So, that's it for this Let's Play. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next Let's Play. Goodbye.